Hello and welcome back to Pendor, and we're just about to trade one of our Qualis gems and a gold bar. Thankfully I didn't sell all the gold bars. I'm actually not entirely sure where I even got this one, because I think I'm pretty sure I sold all of them, but anyway, we have the ability to go for something, and I was actually very much considering going for the Sentinel arrows, because that gives you 60 in one quiver. And I thought to myself, wow, that's actually fantastic. I think that would be really, really fun to do. But it's probably a better idea for us to go for the rune bow. So we're going to go for the rune bow this time. Here we go, strange rune bow. I'm going to go and speak to the hermit as well. Here's the wine. And here we go. It requires a, it requires another Qualis gem. So we're going to be going for the sapphire bow. There it is, done. I actually just about had enough Qualis gems to be able to do that, and there it is. There is the sapphire rune bow. It's absolutely fantastic, as you can see right here. It actually has 6 more damage than the current one that we were using. It does have less accuracy, funnily enough, but obviously its speed rating is just absolutely incredible. I mean, really, look at that. 124 up from 95, if you can believe it. Yeah, so anyway, we now have the opportunity to move on and actually fight against whoever we like. So I'm thinking right now that we're probably going to be doing battle against the RAVENSTERN, because the Fyrdsvain at the moment are obviously at war against them. Yeah, I am also having some problems with my morale, as you can quite clearly tell. We actually ended up losing a whole bunch of people. So what we're going to do is we're literally just going to ask the innkeeper just to give us a little bit here. What's really funny is that I actually do have a baggage train, which is very surprising. I'm kind of a bit weirded out because we do have a baggage train, so I'm not sure why that is. It's probably because we're just not fighting, you know? We're just not fighting. That does tend to be a bit of a problem with Warband in the later stages, where you just generally, well... you just generally start to run out of morale if you continually run around with extremely, high value armies. Anyway, I'm just going to go in here real fast. I just want to see if there are any units that I can take here. No, there aren't, unfortunately, but I do know for a fact that I have a bunch of Pendor man-at-arms, and it makes the most sense for us to go in here and just get a bunch of biscuit sergeants, and there you go. Alright, that's actually perfect. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to get a baggage train from here just yet, which is kind of sad, but, you know, what can you do? I can't always get a baggage train whenever I want it, can I? No, we're going to get a little bit unlucky there. Alright, so let's go over to Marlians real fast. I actually do want to go to Laria as well, because I do have that large pouch of diamonds. I did manage to actually get some additional cash, and that has helped me out a little bit, but not really that much, as you might expect, because we still only have 34,000, but as I said, it's not actually that bad. We have a heretic army right here. I don't really want to fight the heretic army right now. I think that we can actually take them pretty easily, but I'm not sure on that, actually, because I do have 69 biscuit sergeants, actually, which is quite funny. So, yeah, anyway, I'm just going to go to the guildmaster and sell this large bag here. There we go, sell all the diamonds, there we are. And who knows, maybe we'll get the opportunity to, capture a bunch of extra people, and then maybe we can, I don't even know what. But what I need to do quite badly, actually, is, I do need to, start taking some things. I need to start taking some things pretty badly, because if I don't, we are gonna start losing vassals, the ones that we just gained from... accepting a bunch of people from my main keep. So it would be really, really useful if we could do that. Anyway, we're going to go over to Poinsbrook. This is going to be my first attack, or at least I'm thinking it might be our first attack. It very much depends on how it's going to go. We're losing 12,000 every single day. Every single day, no. Every single week, thank you very much. And we do have a couple of Jetu armies out there. We have a Melatine scouting force as well. I'm actually kind of thinking, you know what? Shall we just take this? There we go. That's actually not going to work. Does this actually work? Wait a minute. Did that work or no? No, it did. Okay. I was actually little bit worried about that for a real quick second. I thought to myself, wait a minute, is that actually going to declare war? And then, yeah, it actually does. So we can now go into Castle Alden here. Oh, this is an absolutely fantastic place. All right, this is perfect. We can now just set our positions here, just get our infantry out the front. Generally, the main reason why I don't have any infantry right now is because I actually made that decision very much like on purpose. Wow, look at how fast this actually is. This is incredible. This is a fantastic weapon. I've never actually used this weapon before, which is quite funny. But yeah, you could see here that my accuracy is not exactly great, but that's not really the whole purpose of it, is it? The purpose is for this to be a machine gun, pretty much. That's what it is in bow form. It's pretty crazy. Now, unfortunately, the RAVENSTERN, they are very much known for their ranged units, so I'm actually a little bit worried about doing battle against them in sieges. That's the reason why I'm kind of taking this castle instead of, you know, going for Poinsbrook straight away, because also Poinsbrook could have the added benefit of maybe someone comes in, maybe Mr. Wolfbod decides to try and take it from them, which would be an absolutely fantastic thing for us to have happen. Okay, wait a minute. Let me just move these guys a little bit forward here. Move these guys forward as well, because as you can see, most people are not actually being able to even see. So we're just going to actually have them stand closer a little bit. I'm just going to do a little bit of damage here. There we go. Wow, there's no one's going to beat me from firing ever again by the looks of things. That's actually crazy. If I can be accurate enough, then I'm probably going to be fine. And yeah, we probably want to do a little bit of a swap as well. I'm not sure if we really need to have such damaging arrows any further, so I'm thinking that maybe, I think someone actually mentioned this a long time ago, where I think you were mentioning something along the lines of the Melitine scouting quivers. They are apparently very much better in regards to how many arrows you get, and so instead of 64 arrows, I think I'd have more like 84, I think, because they give you, I think, 42 in each quiver. I could be getting that wrong, but they give you a lot more, apparently. So I'm thinking that I will probably try to do that, if I can actually find them, but that just means I'm going to have to go and search in some into marketplaces and things. I'm thinking we're actually going to tell my forces to charge in, because as you can see, there doesn't seem to be that much of a resistance here for some weird reason. But I'm just going to head in here myself, try to do as much damage as possible, because that's fun. Let's do it. These guys are actually starting to defend a little bit here, but that's fine. That's fine. You can decide to do that, sirs, if you'd like to. I've got 10 in Power Strike now, so I should be able to basically just murder absolutely everything that comes to me here. And maybe we can actually get inside. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Wow, there's a lot of people coming. They were actually stuck, I think. I think they were stuck in the doorway there, and I've now just uncorked them, basically. There we go, there we go. Okay, that's working a little bit better. Nice. Yeah, and we can basically just be like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to actually die against any of these people right here. I think we're going to be absolutely fine. How many are we actually going to kill, though? That's the question. Ow, how dare you? How dare you lay hands on me, you swine? Yeah, exactly. That's what happens. That's what happens. When you get carried away, that can very easily happen, especially when these guys all have two-handeds, and they're actually pretty damaging. If you see, you know, they actually do quite a lot of damage, surprisingly enough, even though they're not really hitting that hard, but eventually they are going to whittle you down, and then it's just going to be you dead on the floor, or me in this case. Alright, there we go, there we go. Come on now. Yes, Heretic Magnus, work with me, sir. Let's do this. Okay, so that's exactly what we want. Oh, this is perfect. These archers are not even bothering to defend. Absolutely wonderful. They're just running into each other. Yeah, as you might expect. Perfect. Okay, so we could just continue to attack here with very, very little to worry about. I'm not that low in HP, but I can be killed very easily. One headshot from an arrow or a bolt or anything like that coming my way is definitely gonna, you know, have me say goodnight. But we should be absolutely fine otherwise. Yeah, I mean, these weapons are absolutely fantastic, as we've said. I mean, literally, they are so incredibly fast to swing. I actually wonder, how fast is the Emerald Rune Hammer? How fast is that? Because I actually don't know. I don't know on the stats on that thing, but I can always look it up, but if anyone has it, by all means let me know. Also, by the way, I was actually wondering, in the mines, if anyone has been playing with the same submod that I've been playing with, which is obviously the mines, or shall we say the arsenal of Al-Aziz, which basically, you know, gives you all those extra rune weapons. So I've actually been wondering, what are the other weapons like? Because, for example, something like the dagger, I was wondering what the dagger is like, because the dagger itself is going to be, well, it's basically going to be a dagger, isn't it? It's going to be a dagger where you're just going to have extreme amounts of speed, but I'm kind of wondering, how is it for like a ruby version of the dagger? Because of course it's going to have extremely limited reach, but it's going to be so fast, you know what I mean? It's going to be so incredibly fast. I kind of just wonder how that would be, you know? Is it going to actually be somewhat useful, or is it just going to be I don't know. You know, that's the question there. So if anyone's using it, or if anyone's tested it out, by all means let me know, because I think it would be a lot of fun to find that out. Anyway, I'm just going to take these, even though they're not really something that I'm particularly looking for, but yeah, we have 119,000 right now. I'm going to have to get some of these. I will just take the Rangers and the Kier Guards. I don't think I'm going to take anything else here because they're not really going to sell for a huge amount. And then, as you can see, look at this. We've taken all these guys. I'm going to give Agathon this because Agathon, I know, is I think quite a certain bet here. I think he's actually really good. So I don't think I really need to worry about him too much. I was kind of hoping that someone would sack Poinsbrook so that I can take it really easily, because there is an amazing amount of troops here. Yep, 1,100 as you can see. I'm kind of wondering, should we go in? Should we go in and actually see what's going on in there? Because the layout could be fantastic. Oh dear. Okay, yeah. Well, we're gonna do this. They're waiting across here. Okay, fire. Hold fire. There we go. Everyone, hold fire. Just go and attack them, please. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, I'm kind of not really convinced that this is gonna go well. I'm just going to do as much damage as possible to these infantry, I suppose. Or I could just kill the archers. I'm actually not entirely sure what's best. What is best right now? Should probably kill the archers, shouldn't I? Okay, oh no. Oh dear. Being a little bit indecisive here is going to get me killed, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm dead, I think. This is way too slow. Oh, no, I'm alive. No, oh, barely. I'm barely alive. Oh no, I'm dead. I'm so dead, I think. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. They're actually letting me... Never mind. Okay, I'm dead now. Yeah, so that's not really going to work out too well, as you can see. Oh, no, actually, wait. Come on, guys, get there. Can you actually get there without being killed? No, my forces are being absolutely idiotic. I'm not sure why. They were trying to run away there for a real quick second. Yeah, that's not really working out too well. I did die as well, so I'm not actually going to be getting the renown reward for it or anything like that. So that just goes to show probably not the best idea for me to go for that, at least not right now. I am still the marshal, so technically I could call for a campaign, but I kind of wanted to let my forces do their own thing, at least for a little bit of time. We could just go and take Falcon Dark Castle, which is obviously available I think pretty easily here. I don't think we're going to have too many issues taking this. So let's just see. Oh, okay, maybe it is going to be a bit of a problem. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, you saw exactly how powerful the Ravenstern archers can actually be. And they're not supposed to be... I mean, yeah, of course they are probably the strongest... I think they are definitely the strongest faction units, with the exception of, you know, knighthood orders and so on and so forth. So, you know, I'm talking about the archers specifically here. So they are very, very good at what they do. As you can see, they're doing damage to me quite significantly here. Ah, no. Yes, they are the most annoying when they are up here, and they can shoot straight through the environment. As you can see. Oh, that is so frustrating. I don't even know. It's just incredibly frustrating when that kind of thing happens. Anyway, let's just do this. Try and kill some people from down here. And hopefully my own forces will be able to be accurate enough to eliminate the other forces that are in the archery nests and things, because I'm not, you know. It really does make a huge difference, that little bit of accuracy, I suppose. Okay, let's just try and see if I can maybe help out a little bit here. I don't really want to die if I can help it, so just going to try my best just to eliminate those RAVENSTERN ranges up there. Talon of the Falcon as well. Oh, that's interesting. Alright. Oh, they're just getting murdered. Well, I don't have any more arrows. That's the main problem here. But we have actually already eliminated around 200 enemies. I'm actually wondering if there is a quiver on the floor here. I'm pretty sure there is going to be, but I can't really go in there without probably dying. I guess I'm just going to try it out and see if it works. Ah, no. No, they've already disappeared. Okay. That's kind of sad. That is kind of sad. Oh well, never mind. Okay, let's tell our forces to charge in. Might as well. Well, that's quite the bloodbath, isn't it? Yes, that is quite the bloodbath. And it's actually quite funny because I'm thinking to myself right now, what if we actually... I don't know. How's the sword? How's the rune sword? Because obviously we've got the rune hammer right now. But how is the rune sword? Because I'm thinking to myself right now, what if we just had the sapphire one? We've got 10 in power strike. Surely it would be just as good, right? Would it? Would it be just as good? That's the thing, I don't know. Because obviously if you use the ruby one, right? If you use the ruby rune sword or, you know, whatever it is. If you use that instead of the rune hammer, you're going to have piercing damage, right? You're going to have piercing damage instead of blunt damage. So you've still got some relatively decent penetration on higher value targets. Or should we say higher tier targets. And then I kind of think to myself, well, is that actually better? Is that actually better than what we currently have? I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I doubt it in terms of speed. That's the only thing. I think the speed is definitely going to be much better with the rune hammer because it is a shorter reach. And so obviously having a shorter reach, as you know, it obviously makes a lot of difference to someone's speed. Anyway, Knight of the Falcon, we'll just take one of those and we'll just move on. Okay, so we're going to give this to, I'm actually not entirely sure who to give it to. I think I'm going to give it to Agathon once again. I kind of want him to have Poinsbrook as well, so when that actually happens, we'll give him Poinsbrook. We're going to head on to Telrog Castle now. That's the thing, I don't really want them to, oh, this is perfect. Hello. He's going to sack it, isn't he? You better sack Poinsbrook, sir. Is he going to sack it? I very much hope he is. That if he does, this is going to be one of the greatest feats of timing that I have ever seen, and it's going to be an amazing, amazing thing. If he actually does it. If he doesn't do it, then I'll be infinitely sad. But there's nothing really much I can do about that, unfortunately. So, you know, if he doesn't do it, then I'm just going to have to either fight him, which I don't really want to do, because let's face it, Kyoto the Ravager is kind of annoying to fight most of the time. And especially more so now that he has over 1,000 troops. So, no, it doesn't seem like he is. Do you think I can bait him? I think I might be able to bait him into going into the town. Maybe if I just move him a little bit closer. Oh, hello. We have a lord over here. Oh, dear. Of course he's going to get himself... Yeah. When they get defeated, by the way, I think you lose relation with them. Is that true? Let me actually just see if that's the case. I think so. I seem to recall something like that happening. Oh, he's running. Yes, yes. Run into the castle, sir. Run into the castle. Yes, perfect. Okay. He actually managed to escape, so that's wonderful. All right. Come on, fellow. Come over here. I really need him to just follow me, just for a little second. Because I'm thinking that maybe I can bait him into attacking Poinsbrook, possibly. I'm not sure if he is capable of doing that. I think Wolfbod might be the only one that does that kind of thing. I'm not entirely sure. No, it seems like he's not doing it. Well, that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? I was kind of hoping, hey, you know what, maybe it's going to work. Oh well, never mind. Okay, well, Telrock Castle has 441. What else do they have? They have Ravenstern. Okay, I'm going to try and take Ravenstern, actually. I feel like that is probably going to be a much better move than taking the castle. And we can probably give that to someone else. Let's just be a little bit aware of where we're going as well. I don't really want to get absolutely murdered by a huge number of enemy vassals. But yeah, you can see here. That's hilarious. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Go, go, go. Oh, I didn't really... Who's that? That's King Gregory. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll just go in against these guys if we can. Are you serious right now? That guy, they literally just went, okay, okay, fine. They're just a little bit faster than I am, apparently, which is very, very bad. But I guess I can go in and try and take Misthorn Keep. Seems like we're not getting a sally out or anything like that. This is probably not that bad of a layout for them either. This is actually pretty decent for them, I think. Let's just get my cavalry into a decent position. Move these guys over here. There we go. And let's see what we can do. This is... I'm not sure about this layout, to be honest, because it's very closed off, as you can see. The only opening, really, is the one ladder that we have over there. But maybe my forces are going to be accurate enough to be able to eliminate them. I mean, you can see here we're basically killing one every single second. So... I don't know how many they have here. I think it's like, what, 600 or so? So it's going to be a pretty big siege for us. Just going to eliminate a couple of people while I can. Try not to get shot in the process.
It rolls down yonder.
Shield goes roly down the hill. And where will it stop? Nobody knows. Yes, indeed. Look at that. Oh, wow. When is it actually going to stop? It's going. It's still going. I have no idea. Oh, never mind. Disappeared. Whoa, the amount of archers that want me dead right now, it's absolutely incredible. Anyway, I've actually been attempting to use my bow a little bit more to basically just to thin out the enemy archers over there. It's actually providing a pretty significant difficulty for us. So much so that I actually had to retreat once because me basically charging up here was one of the worst things that I could do. Not myself specifically, but my own forces. I kind of have to charge now, but before, it was not going well. The reason why it wasn't going well? These archers over there. I've been attempting to try and thin them out a little bit, but basically, they have proven to be a huge thorn in our side this entire siege, just purely for the fact that my own forces decided to go up the small ladder and not the large one. So, in other words, they went up the small ladder with zero cover. Of course, because they have no shields, it just made them into complete sitting ducks. And as a result, they just got themselves murdered. As soon as they stepped up there, they got headshot by the enemy archers. And yeah, I sustained many casualties as a result. As you can see right there. This is exactly what happened before, but obviously I was a little bit dead at the time. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to actually assist them. But this time around, I'm not actually dead. So I should be able to do something here. And I have obviously thinned them out quite significantly anyway with my bow beforehand. As you can see, they're now all dead. There was actually like 20 of them or something like that, just literally standing here waiting for my forces. And I'm actually kind of hoping that I'll be able to pick up some arrows. There we go. There's a couple. Pick up some more, pick up some more. There we are. Okay, absolutely fantastic. Now we can do some damage. Oh, yes. Now we can do some good damage. Let's just try and kill that archer, please. Thank you. But yeah, this bow is definitely going to come in mighty handy now. Look at this machine gun. Oh, yeah, it's absolutely incredible. If I could just be a little bit more accurate with it, I would be very pleased. Thank you. But yeah, this is an absolutely fantastic bow, and I probably should have got it earlier, but you know me, I generally tend to prefer doing things that might be more, well, shall we say, have a higher usage rate, if you pardon the expression, because generally that is what I will take into account more than anything. when it comes to certain specific weapon types or gear or quests or anything like that. I'll basically always take into account usage rate, or how effective that thing is going to be at that exact moment in time. That's it. That's usually all I will take into account. It depends. Obviously, it depends on the particular situation that I'm in at the time. But most of the time, I'll literally just think about how much am I going to use that. You know, how much am I going to use that? If I'm going to use it a huge amount, if I'm going to use it almost every single time I go into a battle, then of course that is far and away going to be the best possible thing for me to get. For example, my rune hammer and my emerald armor, they are something that I use almost infinitely. I use that all the time. Whereas a bow, I don't really use it that much, surprisingly enough. Lord Rafik is actually going to be getting this particular fief because he's actually been active around here, which is quite surprising. I do want to go over to Elecray because there is an outdoor tournament starting, so I would like to do that. If Misthorn Keep gets taken, then that's absolutely fine. I will just take it myself off screen. You've seen the layout now, you know what it's all about. So it's not going to be too difficult for us to take again, if necessary. And... oh. Wolfbod, sir, do you know what you've gotten yourself into here, sir? He thinks he can win, and I actually think he might be able to. This is... oh dear. This is not someone I was expecting to meet. Let's just say that. I was not expecting to meet Wolfbod. I thought to myself, no, there's no one here apart from Kyuta the Ravager, and I know that he's actually a little bit further away than this. So, okay. Well, this is going to be a huge problem, isn't it? Okay, wait a minute. Where am I looking right now? Yeah, this way. Okay, so let's get my archers over here. Get these guys to dismount off their horses. That's what we got to do, unfortunately. I don't really want to use a horse wall, but I kind of have to in this case, I think, because we just want to try and maximize the usage of our archers as much as possible, and of our cavalry, because obviously if they're facing the right direction, then they're obviously going to do more damage. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for here, and yeah, the Wolfbod's honor guard is obviously very easy to eliminate if we just have a whole bunch of archers available, and that's kind of what I'm hoping for here. Alright, let's get my infantry over here as well. I just have to be a little bit careful myself. As you can see, they're just getting literally stopped by the horse wall, which is fantastic. Didn't really want to have to use this, but generally I didn't really want to fight Wolfbod right now, all things considered, but he is one of the easier unique spawns to deal with, especially when you have a bunch of archers, because most of his forces are indeed without shields, as you might expect. That makes him a lot easier to eliminate, which is actually quite funny considering my forces are not using shields either. But you can see here that if he gets into your lines, if he gets into your archer lines, his forces can do massive damage. So we do have to still be quite careful and pretty good at what we do. So I'm just trying to eliminate some of the people around here, try to keep them off our archer lines, and try to do good damage in the process. Yeah. But otherwise my forces should be fine to deal with it themselves. As you can see, we've already dealt with the first initial wave, and we've got many waves to go. Let's just say that. Alright, so there you go. We actually did end up achieving victory. I did retreat once because I wanted to get a refresh on my arrows. I didn't really care too much about, you know, losing anything. We didn't actually lose much, to be honest. I had about 7 casualties, but they weren't actually killed. They were, I think 2 of them were injured, well, actually killed outright, and then the rest of them were, you know, just wounded. So, look at this, we can actually capture him. Look at that, I'm just going to capture him straight up, and I actually don't even know what to do with him, to be honest. This is a similar situation to the last, isn't it? Yeah. Where I asked you, what do we do? What do we do with this guy? I actually have no idea. I have no idea. Because there's only so much I can do, to be honest. I mean, I can go for another Qualis gem. We don't have any Qualis gems anymore. So technically what I could do is I could go for a Qualis gem, could potentially go and get another... I could get a quiver. Could get one of those quivers with, 60 arrows in it. I could go for some more elixirs if I wanted to get some more proficiency. I mean, you can take a look at my proficiencies right now. I currently have almost 500 in archery and 500 in two-handed. I don't think it's actually necessary for me to get more than that. I also have 10 in prisoner management. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't think I need more HP, even though more HP is always useful, but again, still not particularly necessary. So, I don't know. I have him. I'm not sure what to do with him. We could tell him never to return if we want to. I am on my way back to Elecre, as I said, to do the Noldor tournament, so I could also potentially get a Qualis gem from there. Anyway, for this episode, that's going to be it. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.